Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
And welcome back, everybody. Welcome to your daily prescription. And today it's a prescription to harness the power of crystals. What are these rocks? Why do people collect them? There's more than just pretty stones. They harness the power of energy, at least as I understand it. We're going to find out more from him. He is deep into it in terms of spiritualism. Learned a lot from him so far, especially about meditation. I share that those thoughts with everybody I know ever since I talked with him. Here's the interesting thing. He has a pharmaceutical background, pharmacist, but also is into energy, Reiki, and so much more. Dr. Dante Carroll is back with us. How you doing today?
I am doing pretty good. How about you, Steve?
Real good, real good. And the whole crystal thing, I believe in it. I have them. I I guess I'd say I collect them. Is that a good word? Do we collect them?
Yes, you definitely collect them because they have some type of resonance with you, right? You're not just picking up a crystal, just be picking up a crystal. Something's calling you to it because it's just like, hey, I need this, right? So let's just say
Hmm.
if you were looking at like a certain color of green or you saw like a green heart crystal, that can pretty much, hey, I have something going on with the heart. Maybe I have some little issues going on. Maybe that crystal can pretty much help with my heart.
I never thought it that way. And people have told me if you go to a shop, and I'm racking up my crystals right now, the ones at least I have within arm's reach, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that are closest. I've been told that if you go to a shop to buy them, that you should be putting your hands over all of them, even if it's the same type, to see which is the one that's, like you said, calling you. Do you do that?
I do it all the time. Every time I go into like a crystal shop, let's just say if I'm looking for like a certain bead or crystal, I go in that area. And you're right, I do pick up a crystal and I see if I might feel like a little tingle or some type of calling to like my hands to see how it can affect my body. And just like, hey, this is calling to me. So I'll pick up that crystal. Maybe I might need something going on with my root chakra, which is responsible for like keeping me grounded. I'm like, hey, let's use this crystal and I'll take it home with me and I feel grounded when I get home.
What's going on there? Why do they have these properties that call us, that heal us, that contain energy? Somebody told me, and I don't know if this is true,
Mhm.
that we have crystals in our body and it connects with that. I don't know even what that means, but that's what I heard. What can you tell us?
Oh, that's a deep topic. We can talk about it. Yes. At the end of the day, we are energetic beings. We are crystals. We have this spiritual sense of energy. Crystals hold energy. They have been around since Native American culture, shamanism culture. It has been studied to, hey, help you get to your higher self and pretty much help influence within the chakra system, which is a part of like Indian culture, Indian texts. They've been studied around for years. You would use these crystals to help keep you calm, help keep you with anxiety, help with pain. It just needs to be looked more into to help, impact the overall body.
How has it impacted you? Are there any moments that stand out for you where you had this feeling like this is legit? There's something going on here. Any moments, any situations for you?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like for me, like riding the subway in DC, there's a lot of chaotic energy. You're around different people. People hold different type of energies around you. If I don't, and one of my favorite crystals is a clear quartz crystal that helps keep away all that negative energy and slow down like the traffic, right? So if I don't have it, I remember I was on the metro. It just felt like World War III. All this energy was at me. I felt like I was having an anxiety attack. I had to get off the metro and just like, take a couple of deep breaths just to calm down.
Wow. Um, got one right here. So tell me about clear quartz. I don't, I, here's my challenge.
Yeah.
I can't remember what they do,
Mhm.
and I can't remember the names of them, which, doesn't surprise me that you can, because in your world, the pharmaceutical world, you got to remember a lot of funky names. So I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy because just like when I was in pharmacy school, we had basically had to learn top 300 drugs, right? And even before we would come to class, I remember specifically like in my care lab, we had to even pronounce the words correctly. If you didn't get those, like if you didn't pronounce the drug right, you would get points taken off. It was just like, hey, pronounce this drug and tell me
Oh,
the side effects. I'm like, oh, okay, the torture, right?
That's crazy.
Right.
Like never say never, but I never could do that. I just don't have the memory, the recall, the pronunciation, all of that.
Yeah.
Tell me about the clear quartz. You said it pushes away negative energy.
Yeah, yeah. Any type of quartz, clear quartz, is really good for like anxiety, migraines, or anything that's really good for like the head area. And it really helps keep you grounded. So if you really should keep that with you if you're going to be around like a group, a lot of group, sorry, get a lot of groups of people. If you're like on a subway, if you're like on a bus, it's really good to help.
Can I share my rose quartz story with you?
Let's do it.
Okay, I'll laser this down. I visited a friend in Georgia, and he's into stones, not in the same way that we are. He just likes them. They're cool, just the geological coolness of them. So I'm going to the shop and I see a rose quartz, and I always liked them. So I'm like, let me grab a few. And I leave. I come back home. My mom's name was Rose, so maybe there's a resonance there. My daughter needed to go to the hospital, and it wasn't super emergency, but it was something that was very important. I pull in Valley Park, and the guy Valley Parking says to me, "Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Oh, thank you. Oh, that is such a great idea." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "On your rear view, that rose quartz. I'm going to do that. I never even thought of doing that." And it was like earlier that morning, I had gotten back from that trip and put the rose quartz up there. So again, I'm at the hospital and I was like, you know what? I reached in my pocket and I had an extra one. I was like, here you go, man. This is for you. It's just meant to be. I go into the hospital. They tell me that there's no room available for my daughter. And I'm holding the rose quartz and I'm like, "Ugh, really?" He said, yeah, it's going to be a couple of days. Days. So now she's in the emergency room area, not the best conditions. I just take that rose quartz and I'm just like, please, mom, whatever, just, let's have a better outcome. Nurse comes walking out about 30 minutes later and says, yeah, we have a room. It's all good. We got it all set up. But wait, there's more. This is like the cherry on top. I get goosebumps when I even think of it. My daughter gets admitted. It's all good. And she tells me about her nurse. I'm like, yeah, well, a nurse has the same name as my mom, Rose, but same last name. Like, what are the chances that woman with my mother's full name is taking care of my daughter? And then they refer to another woman named Rose that just comes and checks on patients. I'm like, Rose Quartz. There's something there. You can't make that up. There's too many pieces. There's too many to say, well, it's all coincidence. I choose not to believe that. I choose not to believe that.
Steve, like everything just resonated like with you in that moment. The rose court, you didn't pick that up for a reason. Everything was predetermined and your steps were ordered to the environment. You're going to a hospital where there's a lot of sadness, right? Rose court is really good for the heart and it pretty much will help uplift you. So in that area, you were needed to pretty much bring like that happiness to everything's going to be okay. And when you believed in yourself, your energetic body charged up that rose cord, and that's why everything spread it. And that's why you found that, hey, a room is available. You spreaded that energy, and that's the secret. Once you raise your vibration, that goes into the crystal, then that spreads around throughout the whole entire room. And it came to you, attracted it.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah. When you rubbed it together, you unconsciously you charged it up. You just didn't even know you were doing it.
I didn't know, and I didn't
Ah,
even realize that. But I get you where our vibration attracts more positive vibration.
yeah.
So, I was putting heart into it. And it's connected to my mom too because of the name and um I've always loved him anyway. Clear is cool, but Rose has a little bit of, tone to it, color to it, whatever. Um how about some other stones at work? Tell us what they do. Some of your what are your three go-to?
Yeah, so pretty much one of my go-tos really is this is one is my carnelian heart. This is really good for grounding and pretty much good for like circulation, keeping the body going. Pretty much I would literally keep this in the sun to help keep it charged. If I'm really not feeling at ease or not feeling grounded, pretty much hold it in my hand for a couple, like maybe 5 to 10 minutes, and the energy would just help me calm down.
Wow. It doesn't have to be in the shape of anything, right?
No, I just particularly like this color, and it was just unique and distinct. It's really associated with like the colors and the properties. Like this one is like deep brown and like dark red, and that's really associated with like earth color, so that earth keep you grounded and help keep you stable.
So that just came like that. They cut it because you got a lot of different colors within that stone. They just that's the way it was, and then they just cut it into a heart.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it comes like in a maybe a block, and they just I don't know draw it out and like chisel it out to a heart, and it just came that way.
Wow. Man, that's really nice. Like I
Yeah,
never see those. I've got one here that it's got, I know it's hard to see. I'm not
yeah.
gonna focus on it, but it's sort of like a clear orangey. I'm not even sure what this is. That's my challenge. I don't know what I got. I don't know if that you can see that. I know the camera's
Yeah.
not really totally focusing on it. What do you think it could be?
So it looks like maybe a orange agate, and orange is really good for the sacral chakra, and that's really pretty much good for like creativity and like expression. So if you're having like mental block or writer's block, that will pretty much help. Like, hey, let me get that blockage out to help you be more creative.
What about this one, which is it's very small, it's black, it's got a little like shine to it. Trying to think best description. Um, it again, just it's shiny, sort of looks metallic.
Yeah.
I don't know. Some say I thought black tourmaline, but I don't know if that's right. I
Yeah.
what do you think it might be?
Now it's 100% black tourmaline. Black tourmaline is really good for the heart. It keeps away negative energy. Like if you feel like depressed or you feel like just not really good at yourself, that really helps keep it away. In addition, the color black is pretty much help you to go through like a transformation if you're pretty much feeling stuck and you want to just get through that next level. And that really helps with that and that stone pretty much helps you get through blockages as well.
Is there any wrong that you can do by combining stones? Let's say, and right now I got one, two, three, four, five, six, like eight stones in front of me. I laid them all out. Um, Not sure what all of them are. I take them, I throw them in my pocket, right? So they're all there together.
Yeah.
Is there a chance that you could do, I don't want to say harm, but you could go negative by putting them, all together?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can, especially if you don't really know how your body syncs with like energy and stones in your pocket. You can literally go through like energetic overload, right? So it's really good to say, hey, if I'm having issues with like uh clarity or focusing, maybe I shouldn't have like so many crystals in my pocket. Maybe I can just focus on the clear quartz and then help start with one or two. And that is basically not trying to have so many in my pocket. Just have a couple of few, just see how your body reacts to the energy, and just go from there.
So, okay, and I'm gonna pay more attention to the rose quartz now that you explained it and how your positive vibration can cause it to radiate and attract more positive vibration. Never thought of it. I mean, I get how positivity attracts. I mean, we talk about vibration all the time and how you can bring things to you. Didn't know you could use it to your best advantage with a stone like a rose quartz. Um, are there any that you want to stay away from, or it just depends on the person?
It really just depends on the person, really, and the energy. Again, it just depends on what crystal you're attracted to. Some you're attracted to, and your body says, "Hey, no, not right now." And sometimes your body can reject the energy. It's just like, "Hey, look at this crystal. Maybe just look at another." It just depends on how your body is really responding to it.
What are you carrying at every moment? Would it be, do you have the clear quartz with you no matter
Yeah,
what?
no matter what, clear quartz, because it's like a big shield. It keeps everything away, and it's like a multivitamin. Just hey, let me keep all this negative energy away, and it helps keep me grounded. If I'm really need to focus or like keep a good positive thoughts in my head, it helps.
It's going in my pocket
See,
because
there it is.
I leave it here all the time, and I should get another one.
Yeah.
Just have another one here just for positive vibes. Oh, you know what? I just found this. I forgot I even had this. The heck? I don't even know what this is. Um, it is like a clear quartz, but it
Uh-huh.
has a slight hint, very slight hint of like a yellowy orange. Very,
Yeah.
very like if I were to put the clear I know the light is it's bright, and then you can see it's got a little bit of a little tone to it. What could that possibly be?
Oh, that's citrine. Citrine is really good for confidence. If you're just feeling low and just like, I really need to get up and keep going. And citrine is a part of the sun, and it pretty much helps raises you up and keep that vibration going.
Would it make sense to carry the clear quartz? And is it citrin? Am I saying it right?
Citrine.
Citrine. Okay. Yeah, I never actually heard that. And I think you're on target because now that you said that name, it's like resonating like, oh yeah, that's what that is. Would it make sense to carry those two together?
You can. It wouldn't hurt. I mean, because pretty much you'll have the clear quartz helping with like negative energy and headaches. And then if you're feeling low and if you want to keep that energy going, you can pretty much keep the citrine.
Interesting. Um, Recharging. I heard that you need to do that. There's a couple of different ways that you can recharge the energy. What are they?
The easiest way is the sun. You can literally just put it in the sun. You don't have to worry about your crystals, like how you throw it in the water, crystals being bad or being corroded. Easiest way, put it in the sun. Another way you can actually put them in the dirt, keep them grounded, harness like that good earth grounding energy as well.
Hmm.
Um, you can also run some crystals underwater. You can pretty much, I wouldn't recommend using selenite because that's one crystal that pretty much corrode, and that's not really good. If you do have copper crystals, copper is not really good for water as well. Could pretty much rust out. So I can pretty much recommend like using like lemon juice and just use like a little bit of warm water and just like a toothbrush and just like, gently scrub the crystal and move on from there.
Can they take on bad or negative energy?
Yep, they sure can, especially if a person isn't really familiar with like their energetic field and like their energy, it can just attract it. That's why you really shouldn't let a lot of people hold on to your crystals for a long time unless you really know like their energy, like, hey, this person has energy. Because once you get it back, and let's say if that energy attracted to this crystal, you're like, wait, I was just feeling normal. Why do I feel this way? That's because that person's energy was on the crystal.
Mm. Wow. So I don't know if I shared this with you. Um, I'm part of a men's group and we do a thing called an artifact. And, we have different tours and different groups. And some, they last for a few months. And the artifact signifies our tour. So had a thought of taking a smoky quartz
Mhm,
because there's a lot of, as I understand it, good properties within that,
mhm.
and making something out of it, maybe putting it on a scepter or something like that. And each of the men in the group gets it for a week and just harnesses the power of the energy of it. It's almost like an intro to crystals because this is new for them. Um, but then to your point, every time it exchanges to another person, another man in the group, you got to clear off the energy. So somebody said that you could put it in salt and that could do the same. I've never heard that.
Yeah, you can, because basically any type of salt, like salt bath, that's literally just getting away negative energy and it's clearing and purifying as well. I forgot about salt. Yeah, thanks. See?
Yeah, not me. Somebody said
Yeah,
it.
you do salt. Yeah.
Just repeat. Um, Smoky quartz. What are the properties there?
Same thing. Any type of quartz, smoky quartz can just be a little, I would say smoky quartz is like time two from a negative, from a regular smoky, sorry, from a regular quartz is because of the smoky properties can take in much more negative energy and it can pretty much help clear out more of energy, like more of the head, just give you more of an overall effect. I would pretty much say it's more like a times two versus a regular quartz. Same properties.
So on the cleaning side, one other thought. Actually, two. I heard that you can use a stick of selenite and go around the quartz or the crystals, and that can help cleanse them as well. Have you heard of that?
Yep. Selenite is pretty much like the overall multivitamin like cleansers. You can pretty much put it on any crystals. It will naturally cleanse it and charge your crystals up at the same time.
It's like a disinfectant wipe in a stone.
Exactly. I love it. Like the bigger the selenite, the much more purification, getting rid of negative energy. It's really good.
And one other one on that point. You said the sun, the moon. I heard when it's a full moon, lay them out on your windowsill. That's a
Yeah,
recharge.
you can definitely do that as well. It's crazy because we literally just had a moon yesterday, and you can pretty much charge your crystals out that put your crystals outside on like getting the moon energy as well, help charge them up, help bring in that good new moon abundant energy, and help bring in abundance for you as well.
So for you, let's say the easiest thing is use the sun. You could put them on a windowsill. How often would you do that?
Um, I would probably say maybe at least once every 3 weeks. They don't need to be in the sun every single day. I mean, crystals pretty much do hold a good charge of frequency. One way you can tell that your crystals needs to be charged, they will start to look dull. They won't really look as bright. They're like, oh, they need some sun. So you can just put them up and put them in the sun, help them get recharged.
Wow. All right. I didn't know that. I want to go. We're going to the store. We just walked in. How do you know what you're buying or online? How do you know what you're buying is legit? And then also, let's say you determine that, yeah, this is the good stuff.
Yeah.
How do you pick that crystal out? Is it really what we said, put your hand over it and which one calls to you?
Yeah. So like originally when I first bought crystals, there's some good crystals and not so good crystals, right? It's all about trial and error. And when you do your research and anything like a raw natural crystal is really good, like this one. Some crystals like come naturally raw, and sometimes you can find some that
Ah,
gives you like that polish. Those are really good to find as well. It just depends on your preference. So when I go into a crystal shop, it's kind of like what I'm called to. Like if I'm really feeling like I need grounding stones, I will look for like red colors, or I'll go into like the grounding section, and I'll kind of just go where it just needs to call me. So I'm like, hey, this is calling me. I'll pick it up and just go with it.
so there's a stone in front of me, and as
Uh-huh.
I said, I get about eight, and I just laid them out. And when I put my hand over it, I feel heat. So I moved it, trying to get out of my head. And same exact thing. It's the weirdest thing. Like it is bizarre. Like right away, like almost like a magnet of hotness. I don't know what this is, but I'm hoping you do, based on that. Oh, it's hard to even see it. It's sort of
It looks green.
it's you know what? It's maybe a hint of green. Good call. A grayish green kind of look to it. Smooth
Yeah.
stone. Um, let's get maybe even a little bit better right there.
It looks like a green aventurine.
Yes, that could be it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really good for the heart. So if you're feeling a kind of heat sensation, it looks like that energy was going to your heart area.
What could that potentially mean?
It basically means that some
I got heart
emotional,
issues.
yeah, yeah, some emotional disconnect there. It can be, emotion like when you're dealing with the heart deals with emotion. So a lot of emotions going on. I'm not really sure, what's going on, Steve.
Interesting. How do you say
Yeah.
it again?
Uh, green aventurine,
Say it one more time.
green aventurine.
Green Aventurine. I believe I've heard that, and I think that's and it's dark in here even though it looks light, because there's
Yeah.
lights, but so it's hard even to see like the true color, but it's got a green cast, a
Yeah.
grayish kind of green. Um, I don't know why I kind of like it. Like it's smooth. It's like the right size. Just there's something I don't know, but there's it's not in my head. There's definitely a calling to the stone. It's the weirdest. Like I can't even
Yeah.
like if I move the order and just run my hand above it, like maybe like 2 inches above it,
Huh?
every single time and hot. Bizarre. You get
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. Yeah. Especially with like that means if you really resonate with that, Steve, that means like you are a good positive person. You bring good abundance, and that stone is just like, hey, I like this stone. It's resonating with you. You're bringing this good positive energy in. That's why it's really getting hard because it's saying, hey, pick this up. This is the stone that is good for you.
It's so cool. Final question. When you carry your stones, do you just throw
Uh-huh.
them in your pocket? Do you have them in a pouch or something?
Sometimes if I'm wearing like a little jean jacket or denim jacket, I'll put them like in my top jacket. If I do need to carry maybe 3 or 4 jackets, I do have like a little pouch, sorry, 3 or 4 stones. I do have like a little pouch that I just slide into my jacket and just going from there.
Yeah, I always wanted. I don't know if you just throw them in your pocket. It doesn't matter as long as you got them with you. So it seems like,
Exactly.
yeah. Thank you for this is so cool. Like I've learned so much. about this. And again, I'm the student, like we all are, trying to put it all together. And uh, what you got there?
It's actually a Kundalini energy book, and I was actually just reading up on it earlier, and it talked about how crystals would have a certain influx on the chakra system. It literally says it right there, and this is how I like to look at the energy system and how it pretty much affects the chakra system.
Wow. You can work with anybody anywhere, like we're doing today. This could have been a consult, same kind of
Yeah.
thing. Dante, how do we find you?
You can pretty much find me at the Farm D PHARMD healer.com.
Love it. And here's the thing. You have a pharmaceutical medical background.
Mhm.
And so it's almost like the East meets the West in some regards, in terms of the energy and everything that we're talking about here. It's nothing new. Goes back thousands of years, like you said earlier. This is how people healed. This is how they move their lives forward. I'm amazed, in awe, how they figured that out back then. It is pretty pretty interesting. I guess they felt it because they didn't have all these distractions around them, right?
Yeah, it was just no distractions. People would just get upside and go outside and just, go into the sun. And, ancient Egyptian culture, they would just go outside and just get energies from the sun and just help raise up their energy.
Yeah, and feel it. They're feeling it.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think we feel things, or we're not open to, like hand over the crystal just now. I tuned in, in my mind to feel it. Awesome. Thank you so much for today, Dante. Really appreciate it.
Of
Good
course, this
stuff.
is fun. I appreciate it. No worries.
Likewise. We'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.